The BL 7.2-inch howitzer MKSIV and MK6 were a series of heavy artillery pieces used by the British Army throughout World War II. History. In 1940 the British Army concluded that the only available heavy artillery, the World War I-era BL 8-inch howitzer, had insufficient range for the conditions of World War II. As a stopgap, the decision was made to reline the existing barrels to a smaller caliber and develop a new range of ammunition to achieve the desired ranges. Development. Marks I-4. The 8-inch barrels were relined to 7.2 inches, 180 mm, and the old carriages were retained, although the original steel-rimmed wheels were replaced with new pneumatic balloon tire wheels, as was consistent with the motorization of the British Army. The new 4-charge ammunition increased the range to 16,900 yd, 15,500 m, but when fired at full charge the recoil caused the weapon to rear violently and jump backwards. To help counter this, 2 wedge-shaped ramps were placed behind the wheels, although the gun could sometimes still jump over them, presenting a hazard to crews. Marks I-4 differed only in the original 8-inch barrel used and the type of conversion. Some barrels and carriages were also supplied from U.S. World War I stocks. Mark V. In 1944 several 7.2-inch barrels were placed in the U.S. carriage M1 used by the 155 mm long tom already in use by the British Army, becoming the BL 7.2-inch howitzer MKV. Few MKVs were produced and it was never issued to batteries, as it was apparent that the carriage M1 was capable of accepting greater recoil forces. Mark 6. The BL 7.2-inch howitzer Mk6, there was a shift from Roman numerals, retained the carriage M1 of the MKV but had a new built 7.2-inch barrel 6 feet 5 in, 1.96 m, longer than previous marks, and a 5th charge was added to the ammunition. The longer barrel and extra charge provided a range increase to 19,667 yd, 17,984 m. The new carriage also provided a far more stable platform, greatly increasing accuracy. The Mk6 was considered a highly effective gun. Use. The original marks performed well. The first 7.2-inch howitzers were issued to batteries from mid-1942 and used in action in North Africa and later following the Normandy landings. In Burma they were provided as a pool of 2 guns per corps and used by regiments as required. By the end of 1944, most of the earlier marks had been replaced by the Mk6. The usual gun tractor for the 7.2-inch howitzer in the early war years was the Scammell Pioneer, although this was never available in sufficient numbers. From late 1943 the Pioneer was supplemented by the Albanian CX-22S. The BL 7.2-inch howitzer formed parts of heavy regiments of Army Group Royal Artillery, AGRA, units, providing heavy fire support for British and Commonwealth troops. The Mk6 remained in British Army service until the early 1960s. A modified version of the gun was used as the main armament of the experimental FV4005 Stage 2 tank destroyer based on the Centurion main battle tank. Operators. Newfoundland. 57, later 166, Newfoundland, Field Artillery Regiment. 59, Newfoundland, Heavy Regiment. United Kingdom. Royal Artillery. 1 Heavy Regiment. 32 Heavy Regiment. 51, Lowland, Heavy Regiment. 52, Bedfordshire Yeomanry, Heavy Regiment. 53 Heavy Regiment. 54 Heavy Regiment. 55 Heavy Regiment. 56 Heavy Regiment. 58 Heavy Regiment. 60 Heavy Regiment. 61 Heavy Regiment. 75 Heavy Regiment. 171 Heavy Regiment. 114th, Sussex, Field Regiment Section only, in Burma Campaign. 8th, Belfast, Heavy Anti-Aircraft Regiment Section only, in Burma Campaign. 52nd, London, Heavy Anti-Aircraft Regiment Section only, in Burma Campaign. 56th, Cornwall, Heavy Anti-Aircraft Regiment Section only, in Burma Campaign. 67th, York and Lancaster Regiment, Heavy Anti-Aircraft Regiment Section only, in Burma Campaign. 101st Heavy Anti-Aircraft Regiment A Troop, 226, Caithness and Orkney, Battery, in Burma Campaign.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.